Hi and welcome to C Sparkle's Corner. Today we are doing another viewer request. We are theming our cake after Dracula the Untold Story. Is that it? Okay, yes. Okay, for that I'm going to take it on a different avenue a little bit because Dracula there's two trains of thought, that he was a hero to his people and of course to his enemies he wasn't, but in real life he wasn't a vampire. But we're just going to go play it for fun. Okay, we're going to use confetti cake mix with like little bits. You can theme it after little bits of Transylvania, little rocks, little gemstones, or whatever you like. Just play it by ear. We're just theming this cake after the movie for fun. And blue confetti because he was a guy. Okay, we're going to use our numbers to be spelling out Dracula Untold. Okay, and we're going to do a little something with whipped cream, and you'll have to wait and see what it's going to be. Putting that back in the refrigerator. That's a surprise for the theme cake. Okay, we also want 3 eggs and 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil and 1 cup of water and our butter flavor to spray the pan. Now, there's a trick. We need another one. This is empty, I believe. Nope. Okay. Shake it up a little bit, and the trick is not to overspray because cakes suck up the spray. So you just put a thin, lightly coat, and this is a non-stick cake pan anyway, so it's okay. Well, we're done with that. See how quick that was, quick and easy? Okay, now let's start off with, now for those of you that are new to baking, tip and hint, when you crack an egg, use a dish because you'll get a shell. But I have cooked for so many years and I can crack an egg without having a problem with shells. Okay, there's the 3 eggs. 3 eggs goes for the cake mix. And with the trash, let's get the 1 cup of water. This water is filtered, so it's the good water. All refrigerators like this that runs water out there have these big long filters that you change. So that's what it is. And now we're going to go with 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. Okay. I use the same measuring cup for the vegetable oil and the water. It saves on a dish. And we're done with that. Putting this aside. Okay. Now, we're going to put our little device on it. Lock it in there, lock it on there, locking it, putting the splatter guard on there. Put it to medium. You always, when you're making a cake, you always do your liquids first. Okay, unlock it. Okay, now that that is fully mixed, the liquids are, now it's time to put the dry in. Oh, and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay. Because it's a confetti cake, your package is a little bit bigger than your other ones. Okay. And this is what your confetti cake mix looks like before it goes in there. See all the pretty colors? That is magic. How it is amazing how it's going to work. See, that's how it looks like when it's mixed. That's when it's before it's dry, you see? Now you put it down there. Make sure you always lock it. Splatter guard, start on low. Start on stir, and then go to higher. When you go into mix a cake, 5 is sufficing. There you go. Good. Mixing. It mixes about 3 to 5 minutes on medium. Remove your splatter guard. That's what it looks like when it's done. Unlock it, raise it, and remove it off there. Set it down over here. Okay. Now for those of you that know, tastes good even before. Okay, with every time you mix a cake, put it over in the sink to be washed. Always take your spoon after it's done out of your mixer, your electric mixer. Go around the sides, go up and down to the bottom. Make sure you touch every bit of the bottom to make sure it's well mixed. Now pour it into, we're using a large rectangular, what I use for call is a lasagna pan, but it's use whichever size pan you like. The directions on the cake mix is clearly noted. Okay, now we're going to put this into the oven and let this bake for 27 to 30 minutes. And you use a toothpick, and you take the toothpick, put it into the middle. This oven's preheated, so be careful when you put it in there. When you use a toothpick, post it into your middle. If it comes out clean, the cake is done. Always suggest you check it in approximately 25 minutes, and then if it needs a few, you can make a judgment how much it needs to be done by what the toothpick looks like. And then, but no more than 30 minutes. And so I'm going to see you 25-30 minutes. Don't go away, stay tuned. Welcome back. The cake has come out of the oven. We did the stick with the toothpick. It came clear. We've let this sit 15 minutes. Now, let's get to the next part of our cake. I'm using this as a measurement right here, okay? So I'm going to take a knife and I'm cutting the cake. Now I'm picking the cake up and I'm putting it in the pan. Alright? Make sure your cake is completely cooled. Now I'm taking the blue frosting and I'm frosting the cake. Okay. Now I'm measuring again, making it a hair smaller. And I'm stacking the cake. Okay, see? Now we're going to push this forward like this. And I'm cutting this last two pieces in half. Putting this on and putting this together. Okay. Now I put the two ends in side by side, and if you can see, the cake looks like it's got a little bit of an angle, like a castle would have after a battle. So let's put this aside. And we're done with the knife. Now let's frost it. Now, I know this cake is a tad bit big, but that's the way it is. Get out every bit of frosting. Okay. Now let's frost the cake. If you remember, Dracula was in many battles. So his personal castle would not have been in perfect shape. So that's why I've got the idea to make it, the cake, a unique shape, like it was a little worn torn. So I'm taking the blue and I'm frosting it. Be right back. Now I've got the white frosting for our worn torn Dracula's castle. I picked white frosting because, well, most likely you should use chocolate or black, but I've done so many video requests, I'm just wanting a little bit of a different color for our sides. Now we're going to go up the sides. Now to get this shape, you have to kind of do it the way I have done it. There we go. Now for the end piece. Okay. Now for the other side. Now, because you're not frosting on the actual edge of a cake, it's going to be a little bit softer. So you have to be very delicate. And remember, we are making a worn-torn castle. There we go. So we don't have to have everything totally perfect, but we're just trying to make it very beautiful and totally different. Getting our corners to be beautiful. Okay. There we have it. Now we're going to decorate the next part. Oops. There we go. Now, like little bombs dropping from the sky, just going to take and sprinkle the top of the little bombs, or just shingles, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now where Dracula's is a castle, this is like the edge castles have on the roof. And remember, our castle's war-torn, so it's not perfect, and that's what's making this fun. Alright, now we're going to spell out the word Dracula with the letter D, R, A, I think it's C, C, U, L, and A. Letter A. Now, I'm going to take the V and put it up like little fangs. I think it should be the other way. Like little fangs for the traditional old Dracula. And a W for the traditional old little fang. And there you have it. Our Dracula cake for the new movie Dracula Unknown Story?
Untold.
Untold Story. Untold Story. There it is. So let's get a piece of cake and give it a taste. Alright, now we're going to do our taste test. And this is such a huge cake. And it's so pretty, I just hate to even cut it. But, nonetheless, cakes are meant to be eaten. And there's what it looks like on the inside. Isn't that beautiful? Now, shall we give it a bit of a go? Oh, this cake has to be refrigerated after, because of the whipped cream. But if you don't want to add the whipped cream, you can make that as optional. I just did it for, well, fun. That's how it looks. I'm gonna have a bite. I can taste the candy in it. It's delicious. I'm gonna take another bite. There it is. Dracula, the Untold Story. The movie, I can't remember. And the viewer request. And there's our Dracula cake with a war-torn castle to make it even more fun, but with parts intact. So, hope you like it. Thank you for your viewer request. And enjoy the cake. And as always, the fun never ends in the world of smart. Hugs and kisses from my family to yours. Feel free to subscribe. And thank you for watching. We love all of you out there. Bye everybody and happy holidays. Bye.